Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Now he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 45 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. For a second, they declined the penalty.
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. But let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Run. Point it right.
First down, Mayfield. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
He had already had an interception earlier. Now, Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back to the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Here's Hall again.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Mahomes going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mahomes. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Second down and goal. Mahomes steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Mahomes.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mahomes will throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 41 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king or your